are free and want to watch something. You go on internet and scroll for something. Then suddenly a sexy, hot, chubby, naked girl appears on your screen, having big pom-poms with beautiful figure. You forgot about anything. You click watch, you feel pleasure, then you remove your pants, rubbed your hands on your Eiffel Tower and it gets end. Then again you scroll down and watch another. And after some time your tower releases its stored water and it becomes like soft, small snake. When you realized what you came here for different reasons, but you have wasted your 3 hours and you haven't done your assignment yet. You go to school, college, or office. Your teachers or boss give you lectures. You get depressed. You go home and if you are married or have girlfriend, you release your all frustration by intercourse with her. This cycle continues for weeks, months, or years, and you lag behind in this world, and your all dreams crushed into pieces and you live an average life, having loans on every items, fighting with your wife every day and taking lectures from your boss. Your kids are not taking you seriously, not have enough money for you medicine. That's all you trapped in a loop which will end after your death. How many hours a day do you spend glued to your screen? Whether it's endless scrolling on social media, binging anime, or falling into rabbit holes of sexy model content,
No.
chances are it's more than you'd like to admit. You sit down for a quick break, and before you know it, hours have vanished, leaving you feeling drained, guilty, and stuck in the same cycle tomorrow. You're not just wasting time, you're being played. These distractions are designed to hook you, drain your focus, and leave you wanting more. And the worst part? You're paying for it, literally and figuratively. The biggest traps, sexy models. Social media is flooded with perfectly curated photos of people who seem to have it all. The flawless bodies, the luxury lifestyles, the effortless charm. But most of it's fake. Many of these so-called influencers use AI models or filters to enhance their appearance. They're not selling reality, they're selling an illusion. And yet countless guys fall for it. They spend money on subscriptions, exclusive content, and even direct chats, thinking they're forming a personal connection. In reality, they're just pouring their hard-earned cash into someone else's pocket. Some even take out loans to keep up with this false sense of intimacy, digging themselves deeper into financial holes. It gets even crazier. Many of these models you see online aren't even real people. With the rise of AI, agencies are creating hyper-realistic virtual influencers who never age, never complain, and always look perfect. And people are still sending them money, buying into the fantasy, and fooling themselves into thinking they're supporting something meaningful. It's a harsh reality. You're giving away your time, energy, and money to an algorithm, an illusion. Meanwhile, the creators and agencies behind these AI models are raking in millions while you're left with an empty wallet and a sense of regret. Instead of this, focus on building a billion-dollar company.
Oh my god.
Which will benefit you, your future, your wife, your kids' kids. In other word, anime. Don't get me wrong, anime is an incredible art form, with stories that inspire, entertain, and connect people worldwide. But let's not pretend it's all innocent. The anime industry is one of the most profitable entertainment industries in the world, generating billions of dollars, not just from shows, but from a sprawling empire of movies, books, video games, toys, and merchandise. Take Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, for example. It's not just a story about Tanjiro and Nezuko battling demons. It's a global juggernaut that dominates everything from streaming platforms to action figures. Fans spend thousands on limited edition collectibles, posters, and even cosplay costumes. And for what? To feel closer to a fictional world that can never give back what you're pouring into it. Many people lose themselves in anime. They binge entire seasons, obsess over characters, and even argue online about which waifu is the best. They prioritize fictional relationships over real ones, spending hours daydreaming about lives that don't exist. And the merchandise trap. Anime creators know how to milk their fanbase, releasing one exclusive item after another. Limited edition Blu-rays, collector's figures, themed clothing. It's all designed to create a sense of urgency, making fans feel like they have to buy now or miss out forever. What starts as a harmless hobby quickly becomes an expensive obsession. Some people even take loans to fund their anime collections, leaving their real-world financial goals in shambles. Let's address the elephant in the room. Porn. It's a taboo topic, but we need to talk about it. Pornography is one of the biggest digital distractions, and it's not just about time, it's about what it's doing to your brain. Every time you indulge, your brain gets flooded with dopamine, the feel-good chemical that makes you want more. Over time, this constant stimulation dulls your natural ability to find pleasure in real-life experiences. You lose focus, confidence, and even motivation to pursue meaningful goals. And just like with sexy models and anime, the creators behind these platforms are profiting massively. They don't care about your mental health or your future. They care about keeping you hooked so you'll keep clicking. But, how many times have you logged off feeling worse than when you started? You might tell yourself it's just harmless entertainment, but deep down, you know it's more than that. These distractions leave you feeling empty, unfulfilled, and stuck in a cycle of regret. Meanwhile, the people behind these industries, whether it's influencers, anime creators, or porn producers, are living their best lives. They're building empires, while you're left chasing an illusion. See your favorite Johnny Sins. He is a millionaire, having Rolls-Royce, Ferrari, and more, but you not having a bicycle from your earned money. Feel it? How much time have you lost to distractions that don't add value to your life? How much money have you spent on things that give you nothing in return? How many goals have you put on hold because you couldn't focus long enough to start? If this cycle continues, what does your future look like? Will you still be stuck chasing distractions while your real-life dreams slip further out of reach? Will you still be spending money on things that only make others rich while your bank account runs dry? It's a scary thought, but it's also a wake-up call. These distractions aren't going anywhere. If anything, they're getting more sophisticated, more addictive, and harder to escape. But you don't have to stay trapped. I will guide you through practical steps to limit screen time, regain mental clarity, reclaim your focus, rebuild your confidence, and finally feel like you are in control, not your devices. Let me guess, you clicked on this video while scrolling through YouTube, probably jumping between apps or looking for something to keep you entertained. It's okay. Why is it so hard to put down our phones? Why do we feel the need to check Instagram every 5 minutes or respond to emails the second they come in? This is not your fault, because these apps and devices are designed to keep you hooked. Every time you get a notification, your brain releases dopamine, the same chemical responsible for feelings of pleasure and reward. It's like your phone is a slot machine, and every swipe or click is a gamble. And the average person spends over 7 hours a day on screens. That's nearly half your waking hours gone. Imagine what you could do with that time if you weren't glued to your phone. Or maybe you're thinking, wait, 7 hours? I'm definitely above average. The consequences of screen overload. What too much screen time is doing to us. 1. Mental fog. You can't focus on one task for more than a few minutes. 2. Stress and anxiety. Constant notifications keep you in a state of alert. 3. Reduced productivity. Instead of working on your goals, you're stuck scrolling. 4. Sleep problems. Blue light messes with your sleep cycle, leaving you tired and irritable. But don't worry, we're not here to feel guilty. We're here to take action. Let's start with day 1 of your digital detox journey. Week 1. Awareness and small changes. Day 1. Tracking your screen time. Your mission is to track how much time you're actually spending on your devices. 1. Use a screen time tracking app like Moment, iOS, or Digital Wellbeing, Android. 2. Don't change your habits. Just observe. Write down your total screen time and which apps are taking up the most of your day. Seeing those numbers can be a wake-up call. When I first did this, I realized I was spending 2 hours a day on Instagram. That's 14 hours a week, almost a part-time job. And if you're too scared to check your screen time, that's probably a sign you need this detox more than anyone. Day 2. Turning off non-essential notifications. Notifications are like little interruptions screaming for your attention. Today, we're silencing the noise. Go to your phone's settings. Turn off notifications for everything except essential apps, like calls, texts, or work-related apps. Set specific times to check social media and emails instead of letting them control you. When you're not bombarded by notifications, you can focus on what actually matters, your goals, your relationships, your peace of mind. Day 3. Creating phone-free zones. This challenge, designate certain spaces in your home as phone-free zones. Examples: no phones in the bedroom, use an alarm clock instead. No phones at the dining table, focus on real conversations. And phone-free means no scrolling while sitting on the toilet. Let's keep it classy, people. Week 2. Building better habits. If you can able to do this, then you can, or you may be, or you must be the most successful person in your area, in your town, in your city, in your state, or maybe in your country. Day 8. Replacing mindless. Scrolling with a hobby. When you remove screen time, you need to fill that space with something meaningful. Meaningful means something which adds value to your current and your future life. The hobby. Pick an activity you've always wanted to try. Reading, painting, working out, or cooking. Dedicate 30 minutes a day to this hobby instead of screen time. I started journaling during my first digital detox, and it became a habit I still love. Now instead of mindlessly scrolling, I spend time reflecting on my goals and ideas. I make videos for you and run a business and make money from 4 to 5 different income sources. Day 9. Practicing mindful consumption. Not all screen time is bad. The key is to be mindful about how you use it. Before opening an app, ask yourself, why am I doing this? What am I hoping to get out of it? Set a timer for 15 to 20 minutes so you don't lose track of time. And if the answer is, I'm just bored, maybe it's time to find something more exciting than watching cat videos, the sexy pom-poms of the fake AI models, or watch Solo Leveling Season 1 in a single day, Day 10. Reclaiming your mornings. One of the worst habits is grabbing your phone the moment you wake up. On Day 10, you have to start your day phone-free. Set your phone to Do Not Disturb before bed. Spend the first 30 minutes of your morning doing something offline, stretching, meditating, journaling, or simply enjoying your coffee. When you start your day intentionally, you set the tone for focus and clarity instead of distraction. Week 3. Reclaiming your focus. Day 15. Deep work blocks. Let's talk about deep work. Those stretches of time when you're fully focused and productive. Today we're creating blocks of deep work. Pick one task that requires your full attention. Set a timer for 90 minutes. During this time, put your phone on airplane mode and focus solely on that task. I started using deep work blocks while writing scripts, and it's amazing how much you can accomplish when distractions are out of the way. Day 16, digital declutter. Clutter isn't just physical, it's digital too. Today, we're decluttering your devices. Delete apps you don't use or not used for more than 60 days. 2. Unfollow accounts that don't inspire or add value to your life. 3. Organize your files and photos so your digital space feels clean and intentional. And you don't need 17 versions of the same selfie. Delete, delete, delete them. Day 18. Spending time in nature. Screens keep us disconnected from the real world. Today's challenge, spend at least 30 minutes in nature. Nature has been proven to reduce stress, boost creativity, and improve mental clarity. Take a walk in the park, hike a trail, or just sit outside and enjoy the fresh air without your phone. Final steps to your digital freedom. Welcome to Day 21, the final stretch of your digital detox journey. First, take a moment to appreciate what you've accomplished. You've spent 3 weeks rewiring your habits, reclaiming your focus, and breaking free from the constant pull of screens. But this isn't just a 21-day challenge. It's a foundation for a lifetime of balance and intentional living. On Day 21, you are going to create a solid plan to maintain your progress, deepen your transformation, and protect your mental clarity moving forward. Before we talk about the action steps, let's take a moment to reflect on the journey so far. Day 1. Remember tracking your screen time and realizing just how much of your day was consumed by devices? Day 10. When you reclaimed your mornings and discovered how good it feels to start the day without grabbing your phone? Day 18. When you spent time in nature and reconnected with the real world? Think about how much progress you've made. You've gone from feeling overwhelmed by distractions to taking control of your time and attention. That's huge. On 21st day, you have to follow this step 1. Celebrate your wins. Let's start with a celebration, because you've earned it. Write down the 3 biggest wins from your detox journey. Did you reduce your screen time? Did you feel more present in your relationships? Did you accomplish a goal you'd been putting off? Now think about how you want to reward yourself. Maybe it's a day off to relax, a meal at your favorite restaurant, or simply a quiet moment to reflect on how far you've come. And if your reward is a guilt-free Netflix binge, just make sure it doesn't undo all your hard work. Don't watch the nude, storyless series which only have lust, lust, and lust. Step 2. Identify your digital weak spots. Next, get real about where you're still vulnerable. Even after 21 days, there might be certain habits or apps that still feel like a struggle. That's okay. It's part of the process. 1. Write down your top 3 digital weak spots. These could be social media apps you can't resist scrolling, work emails that creep into your personal time, late night YouTube binges that mess with your sleep. 2. For each weak spot, create a plan to manage it. For example, set app limits for social media, schedule specific times to check emails, or create a bedtime routine that doesn't involve screens. When you know your triggers, you can plan ahead to avoid slipping back into old habits. Step 3. Create a digital balance plan. This isn't about completely eliminating screens. It's about using them intentionally so they serve your life, not control it. 1. Set clear screen time goals. Decide how much screen time feels healthy for you moving forward. This will look different for everyone, depending on your lifestyle and responsibilities. Write down your daily screen time goal. For example, 2 hours of personal screen time per day, no more than 30 minutes of social media, 1 day per week, completely screen-free. 2. Build on the habits you've created. Think back to the habits you built during this challenge. Which ones made the biggest difference? You have to list 3 habits you want to keep. These could be starting your day phone-free, turning off non-essential notifications, spending time in nature regularly. For me, the habit of creating phone-free zones completely changed how I interact with the people around me. Now, dinner conversations are deeper, and my evenings feel more peaceful. 3. Schedule regular digital detox days. Think of these as your reset days. Time to unplug, recharge, and reconnect with the real world. You have to pick 1 day a week or 1 weekend a month to go completely screen-free. Plan activities that don't involve devices, like hiking, reading, or spending time with loved ones. Regular detox days remind you that life doesn't revolve around screens, and screen-free doesn't mean staring at your microwave for entertainment. Find something better to do. Step 4. Protecting your mental clarity. One of the biggest benefits of a digital detox is mental clarity, but keeping that clarity requires ongoing effort. 1. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness helps you stay present and aware, even in a world full of distractions. Spend 5 to 10 minutes a day practicing mindfulness. This could be meditation, journaling, simply sitting in silence and focusing on your breath. 2. Focus on real-life connections. Screens can never replace the joy of real face-to-face interactions. Make it a priority to nurture your relationships offline. Plan at least one in-person activity with friends or family each week. It could be as simple as grabbing coffee or going for a walk together. 3. Set boundaries with technology. The key to long-term balance is setting boundaries that protect your time and energy. 1. Decide on tech-free hours in your day, like the first hour after waking up or the last hour before bed. 2. Communicate these boundaries to others so they respect your time. And if someone asks why you're not replying to their texts at 2 a.m., just tell them you're busy sleeping like a normal human being. The ripple effect of a digital detox. Here's the incredible thing about a digital detox. It doesn't just change your relationship with screens. It changes your relationship with yourself and the people around you. Examples of the ripple effect. You're more present in conversations. You feel less stressed and more in control of your time. You have more energy to focus on your goals and passions. If you spent an entire weekend screen-free, and by the end of it, you will felt like a different person, the more calmer, happier, and more connected to the world around you. So how does it feel to know you're in control of your time?